my YouTube channel and watch my videos, you'll notice that my tagline for J3 Motivation is Live with Purpose. So I just want to let you know how that came to be and why I chose that tagline. When I was young, my grandfather was involved in the church layman ministry. For those that are not familiar with laymen, they are a group of men within the church that strengthen the relationships of the men and the brotherhood within the church through church and community programs. When I became a teenager, my grandfather wanted me to join the junior layman group. And of course, being his grandson, I happily agreed to do that. And it was our special bonding moment with each other. When I turned 13, he asked that I travel with him to Los Angeles, California and give a talk at the regional conference. Wasn't sure what to expect, but of course I agreed to do that. And I spent time preparing, and I traveled out with him to Los Angeles, California, and I get 2 days off of school, so I thought, oh, this is awesome. And then as I got up to speak, I realized that I'm speaking in front of 200 something men in Los Angeles, California. Now, I was a little nervous at first, but once I started into my talk and feeling and hearing the energy from the room, it was exciting, and the adrenaline got to me, and man, I just nailed it. Matter of fact, afterwards, many people came up to me and congratulated me and telling me job well done, and it was a great experience. From there, of course, the word spread, and when we got back home, any time there was an opportunity where I can give a talk in the church, I was all about it. I mean, I was excited. I knew I was making my grandfather proud. Now, of course, as you grow as a teenager, you get keys and you're in high school, have the car, have friends. You kind of just stray away from the type of family stuff, as a lot of teenagers typically do. But whenever my grandfather called, every now and then they say, hey, JC, because that's what they call me in my family, because there's 3 James Jacksons. Hey, JC, would you mind giving this talk here and there? And of course, I agreed to do that. And then as I grown up into, as an adult, I discovered network marketing and the Utah African American Chamber of Commerce, giving presentations and training them. But I didn't feel the same way that I did when I was giving the talks within the church. And I really didn't understand why at the time. Well, few years ago, my grandfather passed away, and I began reminiscing at the funeral about the times that we've shared traveling throughout the country within the layman ministry. And then it hit me on why when I was giving talks in the church as compared to doing trainings and sales presentations in the chamber, and even when I was talking about network marketing, why it was different. And it was different because the impact I was having on people. Not necessarily the religious side of things, but just the true impact as far as the leadership, the influence, the growth, the passion that I exhibited. Because there was a stronger purpose in that, because the purpose was beyond me. I was making my grandfather proud, and I wanted to show him that I cared about him and I cared about what I did within the layman ministry. So I was in the car wash one day and just, going through the car wash, and while my car was being washed through the automated system, I was scrolling through the Facebook news feeds and I discovered the John Maxwell team. And I'd known about the John Maxwell team for a few years and didn't engage at the time, but I remember saying at my grandfather's funeral, as people got up to speak, I remember saying, Papa, I will speak again for people and provide that same impact that I did when I was 13 years old in Los Angeles, California. And it really touched me real hard. And I was like, you know what? I'm going for it. And I joined the John Maxwell team and started J3 Motivation. And I tell you, when you are living with purpose, it's a totally different feeling. When I wasn't giving talks or helping people become a better version of themselves through these presentations that I give, I was frustrated because I knew what I could do, but I wasn't doing it. And a lot of you may feel that same way, that you know what your gifts are, you know what your talents are, but you're not doing it for some reason or another. And it's frustrating. Some of you may be confused. When I was a teenager, kind of strayed away from it a little bit. I was little lost, as some teenagers are, not knowing what they want to be when they grow up and not really sure what their gifts or talents are. I was just kind of confused and just kind of just living for the day and not really striving for a specific purpose in life. And some of you may feel that way as adults. So you're just kind of living day to day, just going to work, getting paid, and coming home, not really feeling a satisfaction. But when you discover a gift or a talent and you're able to use that gift and for the better of the world or better for yourself, you feel fulfilled. I tell you, it's a different feeling when you are living with purpose. I know I'm a different person when I live with my purpose, my passion, my mission to go out and teach and train and present as often as I can. When I wasn't doing it, not only was I frustrated, but I was frustrating the people around me. They didn't see the real James Jackson. Like there was a piece missing. And now when I am part of J3 Motivation and doing these presentations, doing this YouTube channel, just getting excited about the potential that I have to be able to touch people. And every single day I'm on a mission to see who I can influence, who I can provide an impact, who I can mentor. And it's just, I have a certain excitement every single day. Sometimes my day gets so full, it's like, you know what, I'm just going to get up earlier. And now I'm getting up at 5 a.m. Matter of fact, I'm shooting this video right now at 6:30 a.m. I've already worked out and showered, and of course I'm ready for the day. And here I am, 6:30 a.m., just excited to share with the world the little piece of wisdom that I have and see if I can have an impact on you, to add some value to your life. So that's why living with purpose is so important to me, because how it helped me become who I am today. So I hope you'll take time and just think about your purpose. What is it that you love to do? What is your passion in life? And if you have it and you found it, just do it. Just like Nike says. You don't have to just jump right in and do it full time. Maybe just start out part time and just kind of go from there. And just watch the impact that it has on you. And watch how more fulfilled you'll become and how much happier you will be, and how more excited about life you will become. So discover your purpose. Find your gift, your talent. And if you're not really sure, ask those around you even. Or really just listen to your heart. Pray about it. But living with purpose is the key to having a fulfilled life. And that's why J3 Motivation is all about living with purpose.
I just wanna